Have you ever wondered what happens when you go silent on a woman? Today, we'll explore the shocking psychological effects of your silence and what it truly means for your relationship. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you felt the need to go silent, perhaps out of frustration or a desire to assert control? In the realm of relationships, especially in a vibrant city like New York, silence can be a double-edged sword. It often raises questions, creates tension, and sometimes leads to misunderstandings. Many men harbor fears about silence. It can feel like a sign of weakness or disengagement. But what if I told you that silence can actually be a powerful tool? It can serve as a moment for reflection, an opportunity to reassess one's feelings, or even a way to communicate without words. Today, we'll dive deep into the psychological effects of silence on women and how it can dramatically alter the dynamics of a relationship. So let's unravel this intricate web of emotions and discover what happens when you choose silence over words. When a man decides to stop engaging in a relationship, it often raises alarm bells, not just for the woman involved, but for the man himself. Silence can be misconstrued as a sign of disinterest or a lack of commitment. Many men fear that by withdrawing their communication, they are conceding control of the relationship, which can lead to a host of insecurities and misunderstandings. It's essential to recognize that silence is not inherently negative. In fact, it can serve as a powerful tool for introspection and self-evaluation. However, the message it sends can vary drastically depending on the context. For instance, in a bustling city like New York, where dating can be fast-paced and emotionally charged, silence can lead to confusion. A woman may interpret a man's silence as a signal that he is seeking attention elsewhere, or worse, that he no longer values the relationship. This misconception can trigger feelings of inadequacy and fear of abandonment. On the flip side, some men might believe that their silence will compel their partner to reflect on their actions or feelings. Unfortunately, this assumption can backfire, leading to a communication breakdown that may be difficult to mend. It's crucial for both parties to understand that silence can be perceived in multiple ways, and to communicate openly to avoid unnecessary heartache and confusion. In relationships, silence can create a whirlwind of emotions and reactions, especially when a man suddenly stops engaging. Women often interpret this silence in various ways, each shaped by their own experiences and perceptions. One common reaction is confusion. When a woman finds herself in a situation where her partner has gone quiet, she may first question what she did wrong. Did she say something offensive? Was there a misunderstanding? This internal dialogue can spiral quickly, leading to feelings of inadequacy. Imagine a woman in New York, scrolling through her messages, searching for clues in their last conversation. She might replay every word, trying to decipher the meaning behind his silence, wondering if there was a tone she missed or a signal that went unnoticed. Another reaction is frustration. Women often feel a strong urge to communicate, to resolve issues head-on. When faced with silence, this urge can turn into irritation. She may think, "Why doesn't he just talk to me?" This frustration can manifest in various ways. Some may reach out with a simple message, while others may take a more indirect approach, dropping hints or making comments to elicit a response. For example, a text like, "Wow, it's so quiet today, hope everything's okay," can serve as a gentle poke, seeking acknowledgement without appearing overly needy. Moreover, the silence can lead to a sense of abandonment. Women might feel like they're being pushed away, prompting them to reconsider the relationship's stability. In a bustling city like New York, where social interactions are rampant, this feeling can be exacerbated. They may start to imagine their partner out with friends, enjoying life without them, leading to a sense of isolation. This perception can push some women to seek reassurance from friends or even acquaintances, heightening their anxiety about the relationship. Lastly, it's crucial to recognize that every woman reacts differently based on her personality and past experiences. Some may choose to confront the silence directly, while others may withdraw, creating a cycle of miscommunication. Understanding these varied reactions is essential for men to navigate the complexities of their relationships. By engaging in open dialogue and being attuned to these emotional responses, men can foster a healthier dynamic, transforming silence from a potentially damaging force into an opportunity for deeper connection and understanding. When a woman experiences silence from a man, her initial reaction often revolves around a quest for validation. This is not merely about seeking attention. It stems from a deeper need to affirm her self-worth. Imagine this scenario. She sees your last text message, reads it, and then, in the absence of your response, a storm of self-doubt begins to brew. She might start to wonder if she said something wrong, or if she's no longer interesting to you. As she scrolls through social media, she could find herself comparing her life and relationship to others, leading her to question her value. This is especially prevalent in a city like New York, where social interactions are vibrant and overwhelming. She might post a stylish photo of herself, hoping that you notice, or perhaps she'll engage with mutual friends, seeking reassurance from others. It's crucial to understand that this chase for validation isn't just about you. It's about her trying to navigate her own emotions and insecurities in the wake of your silence. She might even reach out indirectly, liking your posts or commenting on something trivial, all in an effort to spark a response from you. This behavior reveals a lot about her emotional state and illustrates how silence can trigger a cascade of thoughts and feelings that she struggles to articulate. So, while you may see your silence as a moment of reflection, she could be spiraling into a quest for reassurance, questioning every aspect of her worth and the relationship itself. When a woman encounters silence from a man she's interested in, one of her most common reactions is to test the boundaries of that silence. This behavior stems from a deep-seated need for reassurance and validation. As she navigates the emotional uncertainty, she might send playful, teasing messages, or even make provocative comments intended to provoke a reaction. For example, she might text something lighthearted like, "I guess you've been too busy to talk to me, huh?" This type of message is often crafted to elicit a response, to see if you're still engaged or if you've truly withdrawn. She's trying to gauge your interest without appearing too vulnerable herself. Another common tactic might be a flirtatious or cheeky meme shared directly to your chat, something that might make you smile and remind you of the fun times you've had together. She's testing the waters, looking for any sign that you're still invested. In these moments, it's essential to recognize that her testing is not just about wanting attention. It's a reflection of her feelings and insecurities. She might feel rejected or uncertain about her place in your life. If she sends a message that seems to be on the borderline of playful and serious, it's her way of saying, "I still care, and I need to know you do too." However, the challenge lies in how you respond. Ignoring these messages can amplify her doubts, leading her to spiral into overthinking. On the flip side, engaging with her in a thoughtful way can help reassure her and open a dialogue. It's a delicate balance that can either strengthen your bond or further deepen the silence. As these interactions unfold, remember that they are not just playful banter. They are often a woman's way of testing the strength and stability of her emotional connection to you. When a man goes silent, one of the most common reactions from women is the act of pretending not to care, even though internally, they're in a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions. This duality is fascinating and often heartbreaking. On the surface, she might project an air of indifference, casually laughing off the silence with friends or posting carefree images on social media. But beneath this facade lies a tempest of anxiety and self-doubt. She might find herself replaying past conversations, analyzing every word spoken, and questioning whether she did something wrong. Thoughts like, "Was it something I said?" or "Does he still like me?" swirl in her mind, leading to a cycle of overthinking that can be exhausting. This internal struggle is a significant emotional burden, as she grapples with her feelings while trying to maintain a brave face. It's not uncommon for her to reach out to friends for validation, seeking comfort in their reassurances while still feeling that gnawing uncertainty. The irony of this situation is that while she appears aloof, she's actually deeply affected by the silence. This behavior highlights the complexities of emotional responses in relationships. Silence can create a chasm filled with doubt and speculation. Understanding this reaction is vital for men, as it emphasizes the need for clear communication in relationships. The silent treatment can lead to misunderstandings and unnecessary pain, making it crucial to recognize and address these emotional dynamics openly. Only through dialogue can both partners navigate their feelings and strengthen their connection. In the journey of navigating relationships, one of the most intriguing reactions a woman may have when met with silence is the tendency to seek validation from others. This response often reveals deeper insecurities that may not be readily visible on the surface. When a woman feels ignored or unacknowledged by someone she cares about, her self-esteem can take a significant hit. She might start questioning her worth, wondering if the silence signifies a lack of interest or affection. In her quest for reassurance, she may turn to friends, family, or even social media to fill the void. The act of reaching out to others can be a way of gauging her own value, and it often leads to a cycle of seeking external approval to counterbalance her internal doubts. For instance, she might post a stunning photo on Instagram, hoping for an influx of likes and comments that affirm her beauty and desirability. The validation she receives from others, whether it's compliments or engagement, serves as a temporary boost to her self-esteem, but it can also highlight her reliance on external opinions rather than fostering a strong sense of self-worth from within. This behavior can become problematic, especially if it leads her to prioritize the opinions of others over the genuine connection she seeks with her partner. It's crucial to recognize that seeking validation from others can be a double-edged sword. While it may provide momentary relief, it can also further complicate the dynamics of the relationship. The underlying message is that when communication breaks down and silence prevails, it can trigger a chain reaction that not only affects the individuals involved, but also influences their broader social interactions. Therefore, understanding this reaction can help both partners navigate their feelings more effectively, fostering an environment where open communication can flourish and insecurities can be addressed constructively. When a woman experiences silence from a man, one of the most profound reactions she may have is to completely withdraw or disappear herself. This reaction can be puzzling and often misinterpreted. It's important to understand the psychology behind this behavior. For some women, when faced with silence, their first instinct is to protect themselves. They may feel vulnerable, as if their emotional investment is not reciprocated. Therefore, they choose to create distance to avoid further pain. This self-protective behavior can manifest in various ways. She might stop reaching out, stop responding to texts, or even cut off communication entirely. It might seem like disinterest from the outside, but often, it's a coping mechanism for the emotional turmoil she's experiencing. In these moments, she's grappling with feelings of rejection and confusion, questioning whether the silence indicates a lack of love or commitment. This reaction can lead to misunderstandings. The man may interpret her disappearance as a lack of interest, while she is actually trying to shield herself from the hurt of unreciprocated feelings. It's a classic case of miscommunication driven by silence. Recognizing this pattern is crucial. It highlights the importance of open dialogue in relationships. When one party goes silent, the other may feel abandoned, leading to a vicious cycle of withdrawal and misunderstanding. It's essential for both partners to communicate their feelings, fears, and expectations openly. Only then can they navigate the complexities of their relationship dynamics effectively. Silence, when misinterpreted, can create a rift that seems insurmountable, but understanding the motivations behind such reactions can pave the way for healing and reconnection. As we reach the climax of our exploration into the effects of silence in relationships, let's delve deeper into the profound implications that silence can have on the dynamics between partners. When one partner decides to go silent, it can create a significant shift in the power balance of the relationship. This shift often leads to confusion, misinterpretation, and heightened emotions. It's essential to understand that silence can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it may be a protective mechanism, an instinctive response to avoid confrontation, protect oneself from emotional pain. or create distance in a relationship that feels overwhelming. On the other hand, it can also signify a deeper issue, such as a lack of interest or commitment. When one partner goes completely silent, the other might feel abandoned or insecure, leading to a cascade of negative thoughts and emotions. This can result in misunderstandings that could easily be resolved through open communication. In many cases, the person who is silent may not realize the impact their silence is having on their partner. They might believe that by withdrawing, they are providing space or giving their partner time to think. However, what often happens is that the partner left in silence experiences an emotional roller coaster, filled with uncertainty and anxiety. Therefore, it's crucial for both individuals in a relationship to take a moment to reflect on their feelings and intentions. Are they seeking to protect themselves, or are they genuinely losing interest? The answers to these questions can help clarify the motivations behind the silence and foster a more open dialogue moving forward. Remember, silence can be a powerful tool for reflection, but it should not replace the vital conversations that are necessary for a healthy relationship. As we wrap up today's exploration into the psychological effects of silence in relationships, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. Silence is often misinterpreted. It can be seen as a sign of weakness or a lack of interest, but in reality, it can serve as a powerful tool for both introspection and growth. It's important to understand that when one partner goes silent, it doesn't always indicate a negative shift. Instead, it can represent a time for self-reflection and an opportunity to reassess feelings and intentions. In relationships, communication is key, but so is understanding the underlying emotions that silence can evoke. We encourage you to think about your own experiences with silence in your relationships. Have you found it to be a time for growth or a cause for concern? Remember, navigating the complexities of emotions and communication takes time, and it's perfectly normal to feel uncertain. Thank you for watching, and we hope this discussion has shed some light on the impact of silence in your relationships. Take this insight into your interactions, and remember that understanding yourself and your partner's feelings is crucial for a healthy relationship.